Hi everybody, this week on AANYA's Kids, I'm going to be talking about the forest fires in Europe, Elon Musk and the Twitter deal, Joe Biden, and the Sri Lanka crisis. The country of the week is Andorra, and the extra fun segment is all about kangaroos. In the Chinese segment, you can be learning family member names. And this week we are interviewing Rebecca Espitalier Noel, an amazing person who is a social entrepreneur in Mauritius. She has a company that she co-founded called Foodwise, and she works for equal food distribution as well as against food wastage here. I really hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment below, as it would really help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you! In France, Spain and Portugal, there were terrible forest fires that forced thousands of people to flee. Around 16,000 people had to run away because of the forest fires. In Portugal and Spain, there were dozens of fires with terrible temperatures reaching over 40 degrees Celsius. More than 280 people have died of heat-related causes very recently. In Portugal, in the north, there was a record temperature in one city of 47 degrees Celsius, which is really hot for Portugal. Because of climate change, the forest fires in Europe have become longer, more frequent, and more intense. Last week, we talked about Elon Musk dropping the $44 billion deal to buy Twitter. But now, Twitter has decided to sue the man. Twitter has said that Elon Musk is backing out because the other companies that he has, like Tesla, have falling shares, and he relies heavily on Tesla. But Elon Musk has argued that Twitter had kept the information on the fake and the spamming accounts a secret. Now it seems like Mr. Elon Musk will have to pay a $1 billion fee in order to back out of the deal. And no one really knows next about what's going to happen for Twitter. The US President, Mr. Joe Biden, went to Saudi Arabia to visit the Crown Prince and mend their relationship. Joe Biden once promised to make the nation a pariah. During their meeting, they discussed the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, a US-based journalist who wrote for the Washington Post and who was killed by Saudi Arabian officials because he had criticized them. Joe Biden has faced a lot of criticism about going to the country, but it is a time where there are nearly record oil prices in the US, and now Mr. Joe Biden is going to try and push the Saudi Arabian officials to increase the production of oil. There's a lot of chaos in Sri Lanka because there's a lack of leadership and a serious debt in the country. The country is experiencing one of its worst financial crises in 70 years. The president resigned and fled to Singapore because of this, and many people had pushed him to do so. They had even stormed into his own residence and office, which used to be one of the grandest places in Sri Lanka, but now it is completely trashed. Sri Lanka is lacking basic needs, and many people are very hungry and can't have electricity or water. The country even has very little money, and before they didn't even have money for petrol and gas. It seems as if Sri Lanka will have to revive its economy fast, but experts think that right now it's going to get worse before getting better. But the people in Sri Lanka think that with the president gone, the country will improve. But they need to get their tourism back in order to see a grand change in the economy. Hi everybody, this week for the PR Joker Year segment, we are interviewing Rebecca Espitalier Noel, an amazing person who co-founded a company called Foodwise that works towards equal food distribution and against food waste in Mauritius. I really hope you enjoy and learn something new from her.
My name is Rebecca. I just turned 28 years old. I'm Mauritian, born and raised here. And then I went to do my studies in Scotland first, and then in Paris. And in between, I did some internships and some voluntary work in many different countries. So when I'm not working, I'm passionate about sports and nature. So, and also, yeah, I read a lot. I listen a lot to books, but online. So, yeah, that's a bit about me.
Wow, thank you. And can you tell us what you do in your career?
Yeah, so I'm the co-founder and managing director of Foodwise. So we are a social enterprise fighting against food waste and food insecurity.
Yeah.
So what our main activity is to help companies reduce their food waste, but also better redistribute it to NGOs helping people in need. So we really do the intermediary between the companies and the NGOs.
Wow. And could you tell us a bit about your journey from Scotland to Paris and volunteering work and now to Foodwise? Just a bit about,
So I think that there is not one path, and I think that my journey shows it. I started in management and economics in Scotland. I knew what I wanted to do, kind of like I knew that I wanted to be in entrepreneurship. My dad has been an entrepreneur, follow what he did, and I always loved it. And I knew that I had this leadership aspect in me, but at the same time, I knew that I had a strong purpose. And my mom, my grandmother, they are a lot in social work, and I didn't really know how to put the two together. So I just started by a broad undergraduate degree because I thought management economics will always be useful in the future, and whatever I do, I would need it will still be useful. So I did this. It was supposed to be 4 years, and I did this for 2 years. And after 2 years, I was like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't know. I need to find myself more. Like something inside me was telling me, like, I don't know, there's something missing. So that's when I took a gap year. I love writing, so I did some journalism. I did voluntary work, in Cambodia. And it was just an amazing year. Hard because the periods where, you seem a bit lost, but that's when really you find yourself. And then I decided to go to Paris. I did a third year in social science, politics, and economics, so still really broad. But I knew that I wanted to get into Sciences Po Paris to do international development with a focus on social entrepreneurship and Africa. So that's in Paris. It's where I really discovered social entrepreneurship, and I thought that really it was an amazing mix between my entrepreneur side of me and my will to impact the world, and especially Mauritius positively. So I did my master's there, and then I started Foodwise nearly directly afterwards.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. And what do you enjoy the most about what you do?
A lot of things. I think it's that we are in contact with a lot of different types of partners. So whether it's NGOs and like Mauritian on the ground that we work with to be able to improve their life, and we get a lot also from them, and it's really 2 ways giving, and it's amazing. We are in contact with different types of food partners, So yeah, it's amazing to be in contact just with general managers and from people in warehouse, and we are really in the strategy, but at the same time on the ground. We do also a lot of policy work, so we are in contact with organizations representing manufacturers or just companies or the government. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, meeting a lot of people. That's what I like. I also love just managing a team. I think it's one of the most challenging things in the job, all the HR aspect, but it's so, yeah, you grow a lot personally. So it's an amazing personal journey.
Yeah.
And I think the last part is just that there are so many opportunities, and just waking up every morning and just, we have food waste or food insecurity or even food or empowerment. It's so broad, and just knowing that we have a lot of opportunities and having the discipline to say no to things and stay focused on what we want to achieve. I think it's a challenge, but it's, yeah, just amazing knowing that we have so many things to do, and that, yeah, so many issues to solve.
Wow, that's amazing. And how did COVID affect what you do?
So we started Foodwise at the beginning of 2019. So yeah, in just 1 year afterwards, like COVID hit. And I think that in Mauritius, it's everywhere, but in Mauritius, because like we were really landlocked, like food was really a huge issue. So COVID affected us because like companies learned about us, because like when they closed suddenly, then they had a lot of food they could not sell. So they were like, what are we going to do with it? So we were there. So we were like, people knew us thanks to COVID. So that was a good thing. And also like people like fighting against food waste or even fighting against any issue, it's really a people thing. So when you go and see a company and you say, I want to help you redistribute your food surplus, if they are not connected to a cause, then it's hard to convince them. And during COVID, even the people who had money, like had to restrain themselves, and they could not have access to the food they wanted to. So they realized themselves that the food was actually like had a lot of value, more than, because when they deal with it on a day-to-day basis, I don't know, they see tons of food, so it loses value. So the scarcity really created a need for them to really work with us. So that was, I think, really the positive aspect. And the negative one was that a lot of people needed our help, so that's not always good. But luckily, like, there was a good match between companies closing and having food and people needing food. So I think that's we had a lot of visibility thanks to COVID.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. And what is your advice to kids?
I think is to really try every day. I think it's a lifelong journey, but to be connected to your intuition and what you're actually here for in this world, and trying to know yourself better every day, and trying to know what you like, what you are good at, and where you can really bring value in the world. So I think it's not we won't have the answer at 15, at 18, not even at 28. So it's always like, we think that, I don't know, I'm at Foodwise, I'm not asking myself question, or I know what I want to go. No, sometimes like I just, get anxious and say, what are the next step? Where do I want to go? What I'm good at? Like, so it's constantly readjusting, because you are constantly evolving. So just listening to yourself and to what's good for you. So being in tune with your intuition, and never stop believing in yourself.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, we loved your advice, and your journey was incredible too.
Thank you to you girls. Thanks for inspiring many kids, and thanks. I think it's great to, just I also love to do this when I was young, but just ask a lot of questions or read things about people's journey, because it gives ideas. It helps put things in perspective when you are lost. And I think a lot of young people, ours, and a lot of people will always be lost. So I think you are really doing a great thing, putting people's career or journeys in perspective for them. I think it will really be a big help for them. And yeah, so thanks for doing this and thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.
Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, girls. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. L'Andorre est un pays situé dans les Pyrénées-Orientales. Sa capitale est Andorre-la-Vieille et sa population est de 77 000 habitants. C'est l'un des plus petits pays dans le monde et c'est le 11e plus petit par population. Le drapeau d'Andorre a 2 vaches. La fleur nationale d'Andorre est le narcisse. 9% d'Andorre ont un statut de patrimoine de l'UNESCO. Andorre ne possède pas d'aéroport. Les stations de ski d'Andorre est l'un des meilleurs. Merci. Hi everybody, this week for the extra fun segment, I'm going to be talking all about kangaroos. I hope you enjoy. Did you know that kangaroos use their tail as a 5th leg? Baby kangaroos are called joeys and together they're called a mob. Because of their long feet and tail, they can't walk or hop backwards. There are 60 species of kangaroo. Kangaroos are the largest marsupials on Earth. Did you know that some kangaroos can hop 25 feet? A comfortable hopping speed of a kangaroo is about 21 to 26 kilometers per hour. Kangaroos can swim. Kangaroos are herbivores and they only eat plants. I really hope you enjoyed these facts. Hi everybody, this week for the Mandarin segment, I'm going to be talking about the family members. I hope you enjoy. Today we're going to be learning about how to say mother, father, older sister, older brother, and younger brother in Chinese. I really hope you enjoy. Mom is very easy. We learned this before. Mama. Mama. Dad is also very easy. Baba. Baba. For all of these, it's the same syllable twice. Mama, Baba. For older sister, it's Jie. Jie. For younger sister, it's Mei. Older brother, Ge. And younger brother is Didi. These are very easy. I really hope you enjoy and don't forget to practice. 再见.